Hello and welcome. I'm Diana Ramirez, Harris County Administrator. In honor of Black History Month, we're taking a closer look at the mission of the Harris County African American Cultural Heritage Commission and the importance of preserving the history, culture, and legacy of Harris County's African American community. Joining me is a member of the commission, Mr. Carl Davis. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Diana Ramirez, for having me today and the opportunity to share with your community about the African American Heritage Commission.
Thank you so much. So I have a handful of questions here to ask you and love to get your take on things. Can you share the mission of the Harris County African American Cultural Heritage Commission and explain how its work benefits the broader Harris County community?
Our purpose is to preserve, protect, identify, and then also educate our community on our historical sites, our landmarks, and be able to share our history with the broader community.
You touched a little bit on kind of the preservation of historical and cultural sites, but why is that important for Harris County and for the Harris County community?
Well, it's very, very important because we all play a part in Harris County, whatever ethnic group you're from. And I think it's very important that we as African Americans understand and know our heritage, the foundation that this county was built on, and what role we played in building this county, the great county that it is today.
That's fantastic. And I think it's very important to understand our history, right? And where we did good things and where we might have not done good things and how to avoid that in the future, correct?
Right, it is. And then that's a very valid point because it's a learning experience.
Mm-hmm.
You learn every day you learn. And as far as the African American community, we made so many strides.
Mm-hmm.
And we use that as we have been resilient people.
Yes.
Through odds that we have had to overcome in order to be at the point where we're at today.
That's fantastic, yes. And so in your view, what's the broader impact of preserving cultural heritage for future generations, especially within historically marginalized communities?
I think it's very, very important because if you don't know where you come from, you don't know where you're going. And as far as the African American community and marginalized community, it could be an effort to re-energize you, help strengthen your and help guide your destiny.
Oh, I love that. Guide your destiny. Yes, that's great. So what challenges does our community face when it comes to preserving cultural landmarks and historical sites, and how can we overcome that?
Well, if we all work together, we can, if we work collectively, we can make more gains. And it's very important that we preserve our history. A lot of our land and a lot of our landmarks have been desecrated, neglected. But then if you know what happened there, that could be a springboard for a better future for years.
And so I have, speaking of springboards, I'm going to spring a question that we hadn't talked about earlier and ask you, what's your favorite African American landmark or heritage site in Harris County?
Well,
I know it's a tricky one.
It's not tricky at all because my church, Wesley AME Church, which
wonderful.
has been on that site, well, we just left, on Emancipation West and Webster Avenue, on that site since 1906, but it was founded in 1877, right where Minute Maid Park was,
really?
Where it is now. And in that building, it was part of the Civil Rights Movement. And I'm always caught up in that. That was the church where Thurgood Marshall came here, held meetings to help enroll Heman Sweat into University of Texas Law School. Those meetings were held in the basement of Wesley AME Church. So I'm very proud of that it was created. Texas Southern University Law School was created in the basement of Wesley AME Church. So when you say landmarks, I'm very proud of that.
Yes, that's a huge one. And I was, I attended, the University of Texas, so I knew about Heman Marion Sweat and the lawsuit. And
he was a member of Wesley too.
Okay.
He was a member of Wesley. It was Miss Lola White with the NAACP had a vision that we can do as African Americans, we can do better.
Right.
And it was an opportunity to go to University of Texas, which was a premier law school, you know, and she's wanted to identify, call the meeting, we're going to identify someone, and he went volunteering.
Wow, that's so amazing. And I worked in Travis County for 21 years, and we have the Heman Marion Sweat Historic Courthouse in Travis County. It was named after him. So a lot of good connections.
Very good connections.
And so our final question for today is, how can our employees, residents, and partners contribute to the preservation of cultural heritage in their communities?
Well, I think everybody can play a part. You know, in the back of your mind, you know something. Please share it with us. Maybe a family heirloom that it's been an integral part of your family. Share it with us. Share the knowledge of how that happened with us, and then help us to be able to educate our future generation. I want to pause right now. One of the members of our commission just passed. And I would like to dedicate this to Tanya DeBose, who served on the commission, who was our guiding light. She was our champion, helped guiding the commission in the mission of the Harris County African American Culture and Heritage Commission.
Well, I'm so sorry about your loss of Ms. DeBose. I know that she was a shining light on the commission, and we appreciate everything that she's done for the community. I think it was a lot of good work on her part. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that.
Thank you. And like I said, she was our guiding light.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Davis, for taking the time today to speak with us about, Black History Month and what your commission is doing. We really appreciate your time.
I want to thank you for this amazing opportunity. And I cannot do this work without my fellow commissioners, Chara Bowie, Melba Roy, Deborah Blackblock Sloan, and the late Tanya DeBose, who all contribute to the efforts of preserving our culture and our heritage.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yes, great committee, great commission. And also want to say, as we continue to honor and preserve the rich cultural history of our community, we hope you'll be inspired to contribute in your own way. As Mr. Davis mentioned, if you have your own heirlooms, family heirlooms you want to share with the broader community, please let us know. Call my office and we'll get you together with the commission members. Together, we can ensure that these important stories and landmarks endure for generations to come. Thank you.